You're excused, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Yeah. Thank you.
Investigator, I want to give you your proper title. Could you tell me what you would like me to call you?
Ty is fine.
Ty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to make sure I give you your proper title and the respect that you are due. You have been sitting in the courtroom, so you understand all of the questions I ask people at the beginning, so I don't think that's necessary. You've testified many times before. Is that a fair statement?
That is correct.
And the two of us have never met. Is that also a fair statement?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, we'll focus over here while I ask you these questions. I want to go through a little background to make sure I understand a little bit more about you. Is that a fair statement?
That's fine.
Okay. As I ask you these questions, I just want to make sure I understand a little bit of everything. You were with Force for how long?
25 years.
In those 25 years, you started out with your training at the Criminal Justice Academy?
That is correct.
And at the Criminal Justice Academy, they gave you training?
They did.
They training on how to become a police officer, if you will?
Essentially, yes.
Training on report writing,
Yes.
investigative techniques,
Yes.
witness interviewing,
Yes.
and in conjunction with that, the other thing that we also work on is you go to seminars,
Continuing education classes, yes.
and you've been to many continuing education classes, I'm assuming.
Yes, to keep certification.
And we do all of these things to make sure that we are good investigators, officers, stewards of the community. Is that also a fair statement?
That's fair.
And when we go through these classes and things of this nature, we want to make sure that we uphold a certain standard so that we treat every case the same. Is that a fair statement?
That's fair.
And when we look at these things, we talk about the investigative techniques, the witness interviews, investigation, collecting evidence. We want to make sure we uphold a specific standard so that later we can sit down and talk to a jury or a judge about what has happened in the case.
That's fair.
We want to make sure when we're looking at these cases that we don't use our memories, we use the evidence and information that we find on scene or from witnesses, so we do everything correctly.
That's fair.
Because we do not want to rely on witnesses' memories and we do not want to rely on emotion when we're trying to make decisions. Is that a fair statement?
That's fair.
And we do not want emotions to get in the way of actual critical evidence and police work. Is that also fair?
That's fair.
You have been put on the stand, and is it safe to assume that you are the case agent in this case?
For lack of better words, yes.
Yeah. And as the case agent, I am free to ask you questions about this case. You're pretty familiar with it, as the solicitor just did.
I am.
And you have looked at all of the information, the files, the witnesses, the evidence, everything that I was just asking you about that we do in a very specific way to make sure we can do things critically. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
And so I'm free to ask you questions about what has happened, the investigation, the evidence, and the other witnesses that were talked to in response to this specific case.
Yes, you are.
And so first I want to talk to you about, and we spent some time talking about the store in question. So again, I want you to tell the jury, where is this store?
7441 Parkland Road here in Richland County, Columbia.
And one of the things that we started talking about in the cross-examination and the direct examination from the state is they were talking to you about the victim in this case, correct? Remember, they were talking to you about him.
Yes.
And when they were talking to you about him, they were talking about him going inside of the store, correct?
Yes.
And there was questions about when he walked inside of the store, what was he doing?
He's walked in the store.
He's walking into the store.
Correct.
And through the course of your investigation, is that something that you looked at to make sure that he was just walking into the store? Not anything else. Do we just investigate, or we just say he's just walking into the store, we don't investigate any further? I'm just asking.
Walk into the store, then we observe whatever else is on the video.
And so you watched the young man walk in throughout the store.
I did.
And as you walked into the store, did you think anything when you watched the video yourself? Did you see him walking around the store and you say, this is a little strange? You had mentioned that you had studied and looked at shoplifting for many times. Did you look at the video and thought there was something there?
No.
You didn't think there was anything suspicious or anything strange about his behavior patterns, walking around, or how he acted in the store?
No.
And this is, you have testified to this jury that you have investigated how many shopliftings in your time?
I can't give you a count of that. I've investigated numerous cases.
And when we investigate shoplifting cases, one of the things that we look at is we watch the behavior patterns and how individuals walk around the business. And as your testimony, there was nothing odd or strange about this.
No.
So when we watch the investigation and look into the behavior patterns of the young man who walked inside of the store, you watched him go to a water cooler. Is that correct?
I did.
And when you watched him go to the water cooler, you saw him take water bottles out and put water bottles back in. Correct?
Did.
And as a matter of fact, when you saw him taking water bottles in and back out, immediately the first time you could not tell what was done and you asked to rewind it and watch it again.
Just to make sure that I saw what I thought I saw the first time.
And you had them zoom in so you could look a third time to make sure you saw what you thought you saw.
Yes. Yes.
And so you saw the young man put water bottles in, put water bottles back out several times, or twice maybe, I think.
Well, he took them out and then put them back.
And you thought there was nothing peculiar about this.
No.
And I'm looking at this case, looking at the background that you know everything about. You know your young man went into the store with an empty book bag.
With the empty book bag?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes.
But I'm asking you, you're the case agent.
Yes.
I'm asking
There's
you
other contents in there, but I mean, it was essentially empty, yes.
It was essentially empty book
Yes.
bag. And you've heard testimony that he went in there with a firearm.
Yes.
Okay, so this young man, and there's also been testimony that there was no money on him. There was no finances on him whatsoever.
That is correct.
So this young man went into the store with no money, an empty book bag, and a loaded firearm. And you're telling this jury there was nothing suspicious about that.
Well, we don't know they didn't have any money on him at all. There was no money found on him.
Again, my question was, you're telling this jury there's nothing suspicious about that.
Absolutely not.
And that is normal, and that happens.
It depends on who you are, what your normal is.
I'm asking you as the investigator.
But I can't speak on behalf of him. It's okay. I would probably do the same thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You would go into a business with an empty book bag, a loaded firearm, with a bullet in the chamber, with no money in your pocket?
No, you asked me about the money.
Okay, I guess what happened is, officer, if you'll allow me to ask my question, I promise you I'll give you opportunity to answer. If you simply allow me to finish the question, I'll give you as much time as you want. Is that a fair statement?
Fair.
So as I was saying, what you said to this jury right now is you probably would have done the same thing. And my question was, as in going into a business with an empty book bag and a firearm, pick water in and out of a cooler with no finances or no money on you to pay for it. That's something that you would have done, is what your testimony was?
To that question, no.
Okay. And it's your testimony that that behavior that I just described was nothing that caused you any concern whatsoever in watching the videos and rewatching them?
Well, that was determined or found out after the fact, as far as the book bag being empty and him having a firearm.
Well, officer, when we talk about investigation, one of the things we talked about is we investigate the entire thing, the totality of the circumstances. We don't piecemeal investigation, do we?
We do not.
And so we investigate the totality of the circumstance. So are you telling me you did not investigate the totality?
We did, but go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
But you asked about the store. At the time he was in the store, there was no indication that he had a firearm, that the book bag was empty, and that he had no money. No one knew that.
But you did when you investigated, because you're the investigator. You're not a witness in this case, correct?
Correct.
You are an investigator.
Correct.
We do not try with emotions, correct?
Correct.
We try to utilize evidence and look at the full scene so we can present the full story to the jury, as I just asked you, correct?
That's correct.
And so looking at the totality of the circumstances, your testimony to this jury, there was nothing strange about that behavior?
Once again,
As an investigator.
him going into the actual question, because you do a lot of word salad, so can you give me the actual question?
That behavior is not strange?
For him to have a book bag?
An empty book bag, a loaded firearm, a bullet in the chamber, going inside with no money to pay for anything, pulling water in and out of a cooler, putting it back and forth.
Objection, Your Honor. Number one, ask and answer. Number two is opinion testimony is what he's asking. Do you find this to be strange? Your opinion.
I'll allow it, but just one more time.
The firearm being on him is the only thing that I would find that would be not right.
Okay. And so now let's go to the firearm. Through the course of your investigation, one of the things we have to figure out is ownership of said firearm. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, it is.
And the solicitor was asking you questions about 14-year-olds in the community with firearms. You remember talking about that a little bit?
I do.
And you are aware that Richland County, your sheriff's office, your sheriff has a problem with children and minors with firearms.
That is correct.
And it is not your testimony to get on the stand and normalize it and say it's okay. It is a problem.
It is a problem.
And so we're not trying to sit here and say it's okay for a minor to have a firearm with a bullet in the chamber going into a store. That is not your testimony, is it?
No, it's not okay.
And as we are trying to figure out, there's little things that we have figured out about that firearm. Do you agree that we figured out and found DNA on that firearm?
We did.
And the DNA belonged to who?
Cyrus?
So we had that, and then during you utilizing your investigation, you have testified prior before that you looked and utilized and went through the social media of Cyrus. Is that a fair statement?
I didn't go through his actual stuff, but what was given to me through extractions and through their findings, I was told what was in there.
As the investigator, the lead investigator on this case, one of the things we went through is to look to try to figure out the ownership of the firearm.
Correct.
And one of the things we utilized is went through his social media page to figure out ownership of the firearm.
Social media wouldn't tell me that he actually owned that gun. He's 14, so he wouldn't be able to purchase a gun.
I apologize, and that's a bad question. Ownership and or possession. Is that a better statement?
Yes.
And through the course of your investigation, you discovered that he had possessed that exact firearm within 24 hours of this incident.
It appeared to be the same gun, yes.
And this is something you have testified to prior. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
I'm going to show you this picture and ask if you recognize it, and have been asked to testify to that prior under oath before. You can look at me. You don't have to ask permission.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you can look at me and ask. The question, do I need to repeat the question, officer?
Yes.
Do you recognize the picture based upon the questions that I just asked you about your investigation, and have you testified about it formally under oath before?
Yes.
Okay. And what is it a picture and what does it depict?
Picture of Cyrus holding a gun.
Which gun?
It's a black gun with a light on it.
Does it appear to be the gun in the case that we're talking about today?
It does appear to be the gun.
And that is a picture from his social media that was posted on his social media.
He was on his social media.
And that picture, could you describe what he's wearing?
A red hoodie with Chucky on the front.
Is it the exact same outfit he was wearing when he went into the store on the date that we're talking about?
The hoodie, yes.
Now, at this point in time, we would move this in as defense number one. I'm sorry, Judge.
With objection foundation, Your Honor, we discussed before.
Okay. All right. Based on the pretrial motions, I'll allow it as defense one, substitute state objection.
Now, before we get into a little bit more about the ownership of the firearm, now, the picture that we're talking about and I should have taken that from there, I apologize. The picture that we have just exhibited from defense exhibit number one, that comes from a social media page, correct? As you just testified to.
Yes.
Okay, and that was from his Instagram page, and that was actually a larger post that was posted. Is that a fair statement?
Correct.
It's a screen grab from a larger post.
Correct.
Can you describe to the jury what that post was that you saw when you looked?
I don't remember the exact post.
You don't remember what the post was?
No.
If I show you the post, will it help refresh your memory?
Yes.
One moment. First witness, Sean. I'll show you. Does that video help refresh your recollection as to the question I just asked you about where did the screen grab of that picture actually come from?
A video.
And could you describe the jury what was in that video?
The gun in his hand.
And what was he doing with the gun in his hand?
He had it in his hand. The light was on, so I couldn't see what he was doing behind the light, but he had the gun in his hand.
You're a 25-year officer. You've been doing this a long time, correct?
Correct.
You know firearms.
Yes,
You understand firearms.
I do.
And you're telling the jury you do not know what he was doing in that video?
The light was flashing, so it appeared that it could have been pointed at the camera, and that's the way it appeared, but I can't say that for sure because of the glare of the light behind the flashlight.
But this is a video from his Instagram that goes with the screen grab that we're just talking about now, correct?
Yes.
And this is one of the things that we utilize to determine and prove ownership of the firearm that we're talking about in question.
Once again, he's 14, so he can't actually, own or buy the gun, but he had it in his possession.
And his DNA is on the firearm.
Correct.
Your Honor, at this point in time, we would move the full video at Defense Exhibit 2, based upon what you just testified to, understanding the defense's and the prosecution's pretrial objection.
Yeah, it's a foundation issue. That's not how this evidence comes in. And we talked about this and talked about relevance.
We addressed that in pretrial motions, and I think I've already ruled on that.
Thank you, Your Honor. So mark it.
That it's not coming in. Well, there's an email that explains it.
Okay. Your Honor, this time, condition of charges, defense number 1.
Sure.
Can you shrink that down, please? There was a question for some time about the light that was found on the scene that was attached to the firearm. Looking at Defense Exhibit number 1, is that one of the things that would aid us in discussing where that light came from?
It could.
It could or it does?
You asked, could it aid? I said it could aid.
Okay. Did it?
Yeah, it did.
So is that, from your example, from looking at Defense Exhibit number 1, is that the light that was on the firearm that was found on scene that day?
It appears to be.
And that would be the firearm that we believe is in State's Exhibit number 11. And I'll show that to you all.
Yes.
So again, through the course of your investigation, do you not find it strange, weird, peculiar that on the day before this, or within 24 hours, this is posted and then he goes into the store through your investigation?
You shouldn't have had a gun, period.
Okay. Now I want to talk about the things that happened inside of the store, okay? Is that fair?
Okay.
And talking about what happened inside of the store and the videos that we just watched, we watched actions of different individuals. We watched the actions of Andy Chow. Yes.
I don't know if you're asking me a question or making a statement, sir.
Did we watch the actions of Andy Chow?
We did.
Did we watch the actions of Rick Chow?
We did.
Did we watch the actions of Alice Chow?
We did.
And did we watch the actions of Cyrus?
We did.
We've already established that Cyrus would have had a firearm when he walked inside of the business.
That's correct.
We've already established that he legally did not have a right to either own that firearm or walk into the business with that firearm.
That is correct.
And then one of the questions comes up, and now we're going to talk about Andy Chow's action that we watched in the video first. Okay? You have been at the front of that store before and looking back to where the coolers are?
On that day,
Anytime, like in part of your investigation, anytime.
I may have been in that store in my time in Richland County maybe 3 times, if that.
And that's fine. And one of the things that we have talked about is that Andy Chow had made a determination that he believed that Cyrus was stealing from the store.
Okay,
Is that a fair statement?
it is.
And then you went and looked back and forth at that video, and it appeared as though nothing had been stolen.
That is correct.
And that he was putting water back and forth, but it did not appear that he had stolen something.
That is true.
And so, but still, from Mr. Chow, and I mean Andy's vantage point, that's what he had told you he had thought. Is that a fair statement?
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay and what somebody else thought.
Sustained.
This case is all about if shoplifting occurred, according to the state, correct?
It is.
When he went back up to the counter from the videos we watched, the question is, did he have anything in his front hood? Is that a fair statement?
They asked me if he had any water in his front hood.
And it appeared as though there was something heavy in his front hood.
I believe so, yes.
Could you see how someone could have mistaken water for a firearm?
Objection, that's an improper question.
Yeah, I'll sustain that. It's all speculation.
And watching the videos at the front that we've replayed, were you able to see something heavy in that front hood?
Not necessarily, but
What do you mean? Did you look?
I did.
Okay. And were you able to see and check if there was anything heavy from your vantage point looking at these videos?
He had his hands in his pocket.
And in your 25 years of experience, was that suspicious behavior?
Keep your hands in your pocket?
Yes, sir.
No.
When you went back and looked at the videos, we can agree, based upon your testimony, that Rick Chow was being very helpful in letting you see the videos.
He was.
And when he was talking to you about the videos, as we were watching them on the screens, he was asking Alice, when did the shoplifting occur? Something like that. Do you remember that?
Vaguely.
Okay. And so is it safe to say, I'm sorry, and in watching the videos that we watched, most of the actions that happened inside of the store are Alice Chow, Andy Chow, and Cyrus.
That is correct.
And Rick Chow is in the back.
Yes.
And Rick Chow is the one who is showing you the videos.
He was.
And then once the three of you, and I think it was you, Officer English, and Rick, were looking at the videos, I think you had made the impression when he saw nothing was taken, he put his hands up or something like that.
He did.
Genuine shock?
I don't know if it was genuine.
Did you think it wasn't?
I didn't know what to think.
Okay. Did you indicate that in a report, anything of that nature, that I felt that he was faking or anything of that nature?
No.
And we had talked about when we do report writing that we want to make sure we have specifics. Would you agree with me there?
That's true.
And we don't want speculation.
Don't.
And we don't want to rely on our memory from 3 years ago.
But the video showed what it showed.
And what I'm asking you is the shock. Did you indicate anywhere in his report that he looked like he was faking, this was not genuine, he was making this up?
Well, I didn't say any of those words, but the video showed what it showed.
And when he talked to you, he had no lawyer with him.
He did not.
He didn't request a lawyer.
Not to my knowledge, no.
He just was talking to you and helping you and aiding you on what was going on.
That is correct.
And the conversations that were happening at the front of the store were between Alice Chow and Andy Chow concerning the potential shoplifting. Would you agree with me there?
That is true.
And none of the conversations were between Rick Chow and this young man.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
And not that we saw in any of the video.
That is correct.
And officer, we've gone back and forth, and I understand how you feel about following someone out of the store. that this is not something you would advise anyone to do. Is that a fair statement?
Absolutely not.
And you would definitely not advise anyone to follow anyone, chase anyone for 130 yards. You agree
Absolutely
with that?
not.
But you would also agree that that's not against the law.
It's because not against the law. You have to use common sense sometimes.
Correct. But we're not sitting here and saying following out of the store is against the law.
It is not. But once again, common sense has to be applied.
And in certain situations, we have, and you've been asked this question before, officers sometimes have to follow individuals. Would you agree with me there?
We do, and we're trained to do so, and we are, once again, trained to do that, and that's our job as law enforcement officers.
And sometimes
to go into danger so that you, as every citizen, do not have to do so.
And sometimes officers make mistakes.
We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And we can only take the information that is presented to us as we are paying attention at that point in time. Is that fair? Meaning the officer who walks in a situation, he can just take the situation as he sees it.
You could.
And in a situation, if, and this question was asked to you before, if you are following someone and they turn and point a gun at you and or your partner, what would you do?
Tell them to drop it.
And if they did not, what are you trained to do?
Fire, stop the threat.
Mr. Chow has a concealed weapons permit,
He does.
and that was part of the investigation that you looked into.
Correct.
And that is something that we also teach in the concealed weapons classes. Would you agree with me there?
What's that?
That the same thing that they teach you officers on how to be proper and how to assess threats and things of that nature.
Correct.
Have you had an opportunity to look at all of the interviews and everybody who's given an interview in this case?
I have.
Are you pleased with the way that other officers conducted and did their interviews?
We all do things differently, but I have confidence in all my fellow co-workers. They did it to the best of their ability.
To the best of their ability. But there's some things that could always be done different. Is that a fair statement?
Some things we all can do different, all do better. You're human.
And when I started talking to you, one of the things I was asking you about, Ty, is trying to, well, maybe I didn't ask this question, but I'll ask it now. When we try to get statements, do we try to get them as close to the incident time as possible?
We do.
Almost always. That is one of the things that is paramount to be an officer. You try to get as close to the incident as possible.
Try to, yes.
And I'm not trying to cut you off, but could you explain to the jury, why do we want to get something so close?
Well, we want to do it also, I guess, to capture the time so that nothing is possibly forgotten to help with the investigation.
And that is a great answer and a great question. We want to make sure nothing's forgotten. Is that a yes?
Yes, I'm sorry, yes.
I apologize. Sometimes I do make statements instead of questions. But one of the questions is we want to make sure witnesses do not forget.
That is correct.
We want to make sure that witnesses' memories aren't merged with someone else's memories.
True.
We want to make sure that social media and things of that nature don't influence an individual's memories.
That's correct.
And these are the things that we're taught at the Criminal Justice Academy as well as the seminars and classes that you've attended. Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
And we try to make sure that when we interview witnesses, and I think we've watched some of the body camera, we want to separate people. We don't want them interviewed together.
Correct.
I mean, that's one of the first things to tell you. Do not interview witnesses together.
Correct.
Why don't we want witnesses interviewed together?
You want each person's authentic statement and what they saw and not have them impact each other.
And as an investigator, as an officer, as a gentleman who's doing this a long time, you have seen situations when other statements influence other individuals when done incorrectly. Is that a fair statement?
I haven't.
I know you've never done it, but have you ever seen a situation where someone's statement can be influenced by someone else's statement?
Not that I can recall.
You do not believe that actually happens?
You actually have, if I've seen it.
Yeah.
And I have not. I said I can't recall ever seeing it.
Correct. Have you seen a situation where an officer interviews two individuals at the same time?
I have not.
And we watched all the body cams in this case.
Yes.
Would you agree with me sometimes some of the officers are actually talking to individuals as they're together getting statements at the same time?
In this case?
Yeah.
I don't recall seeing that.
But if that did happen, that would be a no-no?
It would be.
We talked, well, we haven't talked yet, but 911 calls are something that's also very important.
That is correct.
Because 911 calls, that's when we get the I use a legal phrase that all of us know, the excited utterance. That's when we get the person's true emotion when they're talking and what really happened. And that's as close to the incident as possible a lot of times.
That can depend. Sometimes people's emotions and what they see can cause them to maybe, how can I say it? Maybe forget things that they saw, but once they calm down and think about it all the time, they start to remember things. And so that's why we try to bring them back sometimes so that we can get a more detailed statement.
But don't we worry about witnesses coming in and getting 2, 3 different types of statements? Isn't that a concern that we have as officers?
It is.
And you were in here, we worry about individuals giving different statements. We want things to be consistent. Is that fair?
That is true.
And when we're talking to the jury, our goal is to try to present all facts to a jury so they can have everything, so they can understand what happened on the scene, so they're not taking our opinion. Is that
To the
fair?
best of our ability, yes.
Did you interview either Rick or Andy? And I don't know, I'm literally asking.
Andy?
You did interview Andy Chow?
Yes.
Thank you for indulgence.
Hit the likes up, please, guys. YouTube, hit the likes. It doesn't cost you nothing to hit the like button.
Was a question asked of some witnesses, and you may or may not be able to answer this, but since you are the investigator who knows the full file. There was a question asked if anyone on scene was told that Cyrus pointed a gun at Andy Chow, or if Andy or Rick Chow ever said that. Do you remember?
I don't recall.
So you do not remember if that was said?
I don't recall at that time.
That was such a bad question. It could have like 6 different answers, so that's on me. You do not recall the question being asked of anybody, or, well, first, let's start there. Do you recall that question being asked?
I don't.
Okay. To the best of your knowledge, did Ricky or Andy Chow on that night indicate that Cyrus had pointed a gun at Andy Chow?
Objection, Your Honor.
That's fine. You've heard the testimony of some of the witnesses who have testified. As the case agent, was there ever any concerns about the veracity of any of the witnesses who had testified?
No.
Did any of the officers under your steward, when we were looking at this case, questioned any of the witnesses' veracity?
Objection again to hearsay, Your Honor.
Same.
And I promise you I'm almost done. I promise you I am. I think the court's indulgence from me.
Yes, sir.
It's a court case. Check the pin link. Run the likes up, guys. Run the likes up, guys. What's up, Crimson Knight? ID1 Kenobi. Mitchell TV. Is that Mitchell? You? Yeah, Mitchell TV. Anon, what's up, brother? Mark, go call mom, man. Go call mom. Vintake says guilty.
And I very much appreciate your testimony. I know this is a difficult time, a difficult situation, and I don't want to take that for granted. But just to make sure I go back and finish. Cyrus Belton went into the store with a firearm.
He did.
It was illegal for him to walk into the store with a firearm.
It was illegal.
Through the course of your investigation, you showed that he had possession of that firearm within 24 hours before going into that store.
Correct.
The firearm was equipped with the light that we see on the TV now.
Yes.
Through your investigation, you found no money or payment ability for Cyrus to pay for anything in that store.
Did not.
The book bag you found had nothing inside of the book bag.
There's some papers in there, but essentially, no.
Your testimony is there was nothing strange that you thought of going inside of that store with nothing in it. Nothing in the book bag, other than the gun. I'm sorry, I don't want. You thought it was strange going into the store with the gun.
Correct.
Rick Chow immediately talked to you that evening?
Not, he talked to, I guess, other people there, but then spoke to me at the store to show me the video, yes.
No attorney.
No?
He went down and showed you the video.
Guys, let's get the likes up, please. Let's get the likes up,
Comported with
please.
everything that you have.
As far as the video, yes.
When you were watching the video, you had to watch it not one, not two, but 3 times. And on the third time, you had to blow it up.
Didn't have to, but he said that he could.
He said he could.
Yes.
And then when it was shown that it appeared as though this person may not have taken anything, he said something that showed shock, but you're not sure if it was genuine.
The video speaks for itself.
And he was not in the store when the shoplifting occurred, or the alleged shoplifting occurred.
Who?
Mr. Chow. He was in the back. I'm sorry, he was not in the main area of the store.
Correct.
Is that a better question?
Yes.
Andy Chow and Alice appeared to be the one having conversations with this young man.
300 people in here. We don't have 30 likes. What's going on, guys? Hold on. 300 people in here. We don't have at least 30 likes. 333 people in here. It was just 378. We don't have at least 30 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. We need to get this ratio correct. We need to get the ratio correct. I'm sorry, guys. We have to get this ratio right. What are we doing? Let's either get the concurrent viewers down or get the likes up. That's how it goes around here. Sorry. We need some sort of activity. You don't have to, engage at all, but you don't have to stay either. If you're going to be here, engage. At least hit the like button. That's it. That's all we ask. Hit the like button. It doesn't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Please, guys, engage. Go ahead. Let's get to at least 30 likes. We can continue.
No.
Mind you, you can watch this live on Court TV uninterrupted. You can also watch this live on Law and Crime Trials uninterrupted. But if we're going to watch it here together and enjoy the company, enjoy the chat, especially I haven't even cammed up or mic'd up. Is that why you guys aren't hitting the like? Why is it so difficult to get the likes today? What's going on? Let me try asking for money. Get the super chats up. Is that you ready to do that? Get the super chats up. Let's spin those super chats. Let's get that Cash App, $ the Rumonati Network, or let's get the numbers down because the likes aren't at 30. What are we doing, guys? Come on, YouTube is right here. Interact.
Andy Chow was the one who went out of the store first.
Yes.
You conducted an interview with Andy. We can't get into that, of course, but you conducted the interview with Andy.
I did.
I didn't come back to do a second live stream for this. I thought it was, and I didn't even expect, but the numbers are too ridiculous to not be moved. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up, bro. Simple.
On the scene.
No.
So you conducted an interview with him later.
Correct.
You're aware he gave several interviews on scene.
I promise. I didn't come. I wasn't going to talk this second stream. I was just going to type. I was going to stay in the chat. I wasn't going to cam up any of that. And I plan on going back to my original plan, but I just can't help but look at those numbers and feel like, what are you guys doing? Come on, YouTube. We're all here together. YouTube itself is a community. It's a bunch of people, whether you agree with everything they're doing or not. If you're rocking out with the content, if you're staying for a decent amount of minutes, hit the like button. Come on, guys. Everybody's here to create, to grow. Reciprocity, spread the love, put the good energy out. Boom, there you go, get them numbers down because the likes ain't going up fast enough. Get the numbers down. I'm a different type of content creator, guys. I'm telling you, I'm a different type of reaction channel, news channel, content creator, whatever you want to consider it. It's different over here. I'd rather see the numbers be low and the activity match the numbers, the engagement match the numbers, than have ridiculous numbers and no engagement. That's piss poor. It's 300 Sparta. That's crazy. They rather leave than hit the like. I'd rather them leave. Really? You ain't heard, man. How many content creators you heard say this, bro? I don't want y'all. I don't want you here if you don't want to engage in some sort of way. I understand people are at work. People are driving. Everybody can't hit the like button. But not 300 people aren't busy. 200 people all aren't busy. Not if you have time to scroll and move on to something else. You can't hit the like in the midst of that. Double tap the screen. Yeah, I'm going to get real annoying. We at 30 likes, but I feel like it should still be more. So now I want to keep talking, but I'm going to shut up and I'm going to give the content the floor. I didn't even plan on talking. Y'all just stingy with y'all like. I see how y'all are. Y'all them 10%. Y'all still tip 10%. Y'all let me get out of here. Anyway. Y'all them burnt CD having motherfucker. Can I burn your CD? Let me burn a copy. You ain't bought no original music, have you? You ain't seen no movies in the theater, have you? Bootlegger?
No.
Andy Chow was the one who went out of the store first.
Yes.
You conducted an interview with Andy, and we can't get into that, of course, but you conducted the interview with Andy.
I appreciate y'all. I feel like them likes should have been up faster, and they should be a little more. But for the sake of the content and the fact that I didn't even come here to talk right now or cam up, well, I ain't cammed up, but talk, I'm going to let it ride. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all so aggravating, though, I swear to God. Before I run this content, I'm going to let y'all know y'all aggravating. Y'all is aggravating as hell, bro.
So aggravating as hell, man.
Y'all get on my nerve. Sick of y'all, lad. Hit that damn like.
As far as the video, yes.
When you were watching the video, you had to watch it not one, not two, but 3 times, and on the 3rd time you had to blow it up.
Didn't have to, but he said that he could.
He said he could.
Yes.
And then when it was shown that it appeared as though this person may not have taken anything, he said something that showed shock, but you're not sure if it was genuine or not.
The video speaks for itself.
And he was not in the store when the shoplifting occurred, or the alleged shoplifting occurred.
Who?
Mr. Chow. He was in the back. I'm sorry, he was not in the main area of the store.
Correct.
Is that a better question?
Yes.
Andy Chow and Alice appeared to be the one having conversations with this young man.
That's true.
Andy and Alice are not charged with anything.
No.
Andy Chow is the one who went out of the store first.
Yes.
You conducted an interview with Andy, and we can't get into that, of course, but you conducted the interview with Andy
I did?
on the scene.
No.
So you conducted an interview with him later.
Correct.
You're aware he gave several interviews on scene.
I learned that, yes.
You learned that, yes.
Yes.
Later, that he gave several
Yes.
interviews on scene. And Rick Chow gave several interviews on scene, and we saw a portion of one already.
I learned that.
Yeah, but we saw
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
them.
yes.
We
I'm
saw
sorry,
a
yes,
portion of
yeah.
one of them all there together. And then finally, you have testified, we may disagree with it, we may not like it, but you would agree it is not against the law to follow and or chase somebody from the uniform store.
Not against the law, but once again, use and exercise common sense.
And you are not sitting here testifying even with any suggestion that you believe it is okay for a 14-year-old in Richland County to have a gun with a bullet in the chamber.
It's not okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Tom.
Yes, sir.
Anything on either end?
If you saw 2 grown men chasing a child down the road, one armed, would you intervene?
I would.
Okay. Was Rick Chow licensed law enforcement?
He was not.
In 2023, were you licensed law enforcement?
I was.
In 25 years of being a licensed law enforcement officer, have you found yourself in dangerous situations before?
Yes.
How many times have you shot people?
Never.
Have there been times in these dangerous situations where you were felt compelled to have restraint instead of pulling out a firearm and shooting somebody?
Yes.
In 25 years of law enforcement in Richland County, you never aimed a gun at anybody and pulled the trigger.
I have not.
Let me ask you something, Investigator Jordan. I'm still calling you investigator. That's what you are to me. When Cyrus Carmack-Belton walked out of 7441 Parkland Road, May 28, 2023, was he walking or running?
Walking.
Was he combative with the Chows, or was he polite to them?
He's very polite.
Okay. In contrast, what were Rick Chow and his son Andy doing when they left the store?
Hastily running after him, or hurrying out of the store to try to catch him.
They're hauling ass.
Yes.
What did Cyrus do when he saw two grown men running at him and screaming?
You know, I'm going to let the video speak for itself, and now we're editorializing.
Thank you. On the other hand, when Cyrus turns the corner after he's walking, what does he do when grown men are running after him, screaming at him?
Appear to be scared and take off running.
Where again was Cyrus Carmack-Belton shot and killed?
On his body,
Where was his body found?
on Spring Tree Drive,
Do you know how far away?
over a football field.
You were asked a lot of questions and about what you find suspicious and what could have happened here and there. Cyrus Carmack-Belton did not steal anything from that store.
He did not.
Had he been left alone to walk away, not been chased, if everybody stayed in the store whose name was Chow, would this situation have occurred?
No.
Thank you.
Recall.
Thank you. The solicitor just asked you, I only really have one question. He asked you in your 25 years, you have never had to pull your firearm?
He asked me if I had to shoot somebody.
And the answer is no.
Never shot anybody.
Have you ever been in a position where somebody has pointed a firearm at a loved one while you were sitting there watching?
Actually, I had the firearm pulled on me. On a loved one, no.
On a loved one, no?
No.
Different situation.
It is.
Thank you so much.
All right, you can step down, sir. Thank you for being here. Ready to go ahead with
Yes, sir. State calls Dr. Haynes.
We need 16 likes. Let's get 16 likes on the board real quick, man. We need 16 likes. Let's get 16 likes up on that board. It don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. Go ahead. I think the witness who just took the stand, I don't think his emotional moments, him getting caught up in emotional moments, even though he was supposed to be testifying as a state professional, he wasn't supposed to be showing emotion or answering emotionally. Everything is supposed to be 100% honest. Even if he did answer some of those questions from emotion, I don't think that the jury still sees Mr. Chow and his actions any different. There were a few, it seemed like unclear moments for that guy. I don't want to say he was lying, it's just a few moments where he wasn't so sure, it seemed like, but I don't think that had an effect on the jury. You guys continue to run the likes up, please. You guys continue to run the likes up, please. We need the likes to go up or the concurrent viewers to go down, please. Let's get them concurrent viewers down. Let's get those concurrent viewers down. Let's get down to about 80. If we're not going to get the likes up, let's get the concurrent viewers down to about 80. We can't get to 50 likes. Let's get those viewers down. Run those viewers down. Let's go. Let's go. Run them down. Run them down. Run them viewers down. Let's go. All right, we at 114. We getting less and less. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get under 100. We get under 100. We're going to continue. Let's go. We can't hit the likes. Let's get the concurrent viewers down. Let's go. Let's go. We at 97. Yes. Get y'all the F up out of here. Now I got to give it like 30 seconds to see if they came back for the bullshit, because this is what they'll do. They won't hit the like, but then they'll come back on some, I'm still watching. You can go watch it on Law and Crime right there, uninterrupted. Nah, see, the numbers went up. The likes didn't, though. I need them likes to go up. What are we doing? I knew within 30 seconds. See? All right, we 104. Let's get down. Let's get down. Run the likes down. Run the likes up or run the concurrent viewers down. Let's go. Get up out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get up out of here. Let's go. Let's go. $88. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and run it because it might jump back up just because we, where we at. Let's go. Yes. 88 people in this bitch. Oh, now we down to 84. Nigga, can we get to 75? Can we get down to 75? Yes, they leaving. Get the fuck out. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Yes. No, it's back to 105. No, leave. Get out. Leave. Leave. Let's go. Let's get the numbers down. Let's go. Literally. It's 100. Let's go. 2 more people leave. 2 more people leave. Let's go. Get out of here. Don't hit the like button at all. Don't hit the like. Do not hit the like button. Let's go. I hate when y'all hit the like button. Please don't hit the like. Please. Leave the stream and don't hit the like button. I'm begging y'all. Leave the stream and don't hit the like button. I beg you. Please leave the stream. Please don't. Why are you hitting the like? We got 38 likes. Stop doing that, bro. Stop. Yes. 88 people, like 20 people just left. Let's go. We back to the content now. Yes. Don't hit that like button. That way I don't have to engage with you motherfuckers. Motherfucker.
Please swear or affirm the testimony shall give in this case to be the truth and whole truth and nothing.
See, I even make the hate fun. Y'all gotta hit the like. That's why I'm really kicking y'all out. Y'all don't deserve this shit. I'm supposed to be quiet as hell.
I do.
Y'all don't deserve this kind of energy. I'm supposed to be sitting in silence. The fuck? I'm doing too much.
Thank you for seeing the witness stand and state your name for the record, and please spell your last name.
Amy Durso, D-U-R-S-O.
But I still appreciate y'all. Sorry, day one. Sorry, OGs. Sorry to the people that support daily that I gotta be like this. Man, I'm sorry.
Durso, where are you?
I'm sorry.
I'm
Bad singing and all. Get them likes up or get the hell out of here.
currently employed by the Medical University.
I'm gonna shut up now. We got this lady on the stand. I'm gonna be quiet for real, guys.
Amy Durso, D-U-R-S-O.
Run the likes up though. I will interrupt in the middle of this.
Durso, where
I
are
will
you?
stop over right in this
I'm
track. Like this here and talk my ass off.
Currently employed by the Medical University of.
No, Mitchell TV, I appreciate you. Claro, I appreciate you. Hey, Nom, you know I appreciate you. Willie, hold on, who else? Willie, I appreciate you for show. Mills, I appreciate you for show. Brulap for show. Mike from the Ville for show. Bobby Sample for show. That nigga Bobby told me to be quiet. Nigga, you nigga, you nigga. What wrong with you? All right, let's get to it for real, y'all.
South Carolina.
This is really a sad case. I'm just a fun-loving person. I try to make the best of a bad situation, nigga. I could be on my deathbed. I'm going to be wilding, like having fun, telling jokes and all that kind of shit. But this is really a sad situation. And let's get back to it, though.
As a forensic pathologist.
What is forensic pathology?
So forensic pathologists are medical doctors. We go through medical school and we go through pathology training, but we're specifically trained to do autopsies, so to look at bodies after death, to determine the cause and manner of death, and also we're educated about patterns of injuries and different mechanisms of death.
Okay. You perform autopsies on people who have passed away to determine cause and manner of death, is what you testified to?
Yes.
Approximately how many autopsies have you done?
I'm up over 4,000.
And you are a medical doctor.
Yes, I have a medical degree.
And how many times do you think you've been qualified as an expert?
Your Honor, I have no expertise. None whatsoever.
All right, I find that expert testimony is necessary to assist the jury in resolving factual questions. Dr. Durso is qualified in the area of forensic pathology. The methodology and testimony is reliable, ladies and gentlemen. The same applies to what I told you earlier. Dr. Durso has been qualified as an expert in the area of forensic pathology, and you can accept her testimony and opinion and give it whatever way you deem necessary during your deliberation. Mr. Scott.
Thank you. Dr. Durso, did you have occasion to perform an autopsy on Cyrus Carmack-Belton on May 29th of 2023?
Yes.
Okay. Let me start with a couple of questions. What do your notes show that Mr. Belton, what was his weight?
Mr. Belton weighed 114 pounds.
Okay. And it looks like he was about 5'6". Does that sound right?
I have him as 5'8", but
68 inches in your...
yeah.
Okay. 5'8", 114 pounds.
Yes.
And his listed age?
Is 14 years old.
Okay. Initially, when you examine a body, what is the first thing you do?
So the coroner's office identifies the body, brings it out, and then we look at the outside of the body and we notate everything, eye color, hair color, scars, tattoos, any injuries, height, weight, postmortem changes, and after we complete that, we start opening the body and looking at all the internal organs.
Okay. Initially, what were your observations before you began dissection?
The most notable finding was a gunshot wound entering his right back.
Okay. What about other superficial type wounds?
There was a partially healed injury on his right hand, and there were some abrasions on his right lower leg.
I want to show you stage 77. Does that accurately reflect any abrasions on his leg?
Yes.
Okay. And did these appear to be recent wounds?
Yes.
Okay. The location of the wound on his back, say that one more time.
It was on his kind of right back area, just below kind of mid-back.
Okay. And that states 80. Does that fairly and accurately represent what you yourself witnessed?
Yes.
Okay. I want to show you what's been introduced, state 79. Do you recognize that?
Yes. This is a photo of one of the x-rays we took before we started the autopsy. So before we do autopsies on gunshot wounds, we x-ray the body to make sure we know where the bullet is, if there's a bullet in them, to make sure we recover that so we can hand it over to law enforcement. He's on his side.
Okay, I was about to say, so where his head would be to the right of the screen?
Yes, his head's to the right, his legs are to the left.
Okay, yeah, and I guess his buttocks would be at the bottom left corner there?
Correct.
Okay.
And he's kind of boosted up on a body block so we can shoot across the table.
And, okay. Dr. Durso, what is this object right here that we're seeing in stage 79?
That's the projectile we recovered from the body at autopsy.
Okay. And this is just this is an angle different angle, but this is states 83. Do you recognize that?
Yes, that's upside down. But this is an X-ray going front to back of the body, again showing where the projectile is located. So it's just left of midline, as you can see.
83 is not in yonder, but we're offering states 83 for admission now.
No objection.
Already been admitted to state 83.
Okay, this is a little. In states 83 again, this is what?
That's the projectile, and you can see the shadow of his heart just above that.
This is his heart?
Yes.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but his head would be, this is basically looking at his head being up,
Correct.
steepening down. I even see, I think, an arm right here.
Yes.
Okay. What were your general findings as far as the bullet wound? Did it have an exit?
It did not exit, no.
Okay. Let me show you, it hasn't been introduced yet, but do you often, or I guess rather, probably all the time, do you draft something like that when you do an autopsy?
Yes, so we have a stack of blank male, female, all sorts of diagrams that we take notes on when we do the autopsy. And then I kind of do my report based on some of the notes I take on there.
Okay. And this is not scale, right? This is just kind
No,
of...
it's a generic male diagram.
Okay. United States officer states 73 for admission.
No objection.
Already been admitted to states 73 without objection.
What were your general findings as far as the, we already said didn't have an exit wound, but the bullet wound that was found in his back, you said it was his right lower back?
Right, so it's the right lower back. It was just under 2 inches right of midline, 46.5 inches above the heel. It was a classic entrance wound. So entrance wounds have what we call an abrasion collar. So as the bullet enters the skin, it kind of rubs the edge of the skin and drags it for a split second on the way in. So that's a typical entrance wound, which this had. The other things we look for when we're looking at bullet wounds in autopsy is we look for soot and stippling, because that's going to kind of tell us if there's a clue as to how close the shooter was when they were shot. So if there's soot like in the wound, that's usually a contact wound. If there's soot more on the skin around the wound, that means the gun was usually within 6 inches. If there's stippling, which is actually the gunpowder that comes out of the end of the gun and has tiny little abrasions on the skin surrounding it, that's usually within around 18 to 24 inches. The exceptions to those are, of course, if it goes through like an intermediate object like a car door or a wall of some kind, and also very thick clothing can block those things. On this case, I did not see any soot or stippling, so this is what I call indeterminate range, meaning I don't know if it was 2 feet away or 20 feet away.
Okay. So no indication of sooting or stippling. So
And then, so after we track the bullet, it comes in, it goes through, it kind of hits the 11th rib, so we have 12 ribs, so just above the bottom rib. It hits part of the rib and part of the T11 vertebrae, so the 11th vertebrae going down the thoracic vertebrae there. It then goes through the right lower lobe of the lung, and then it goes through the right ventricle of the heart. So this is the most deadly thing that happened, is that it goes through his heart. That's not a survivable wound. It then goes and after it goes through the heart, it hits the inside of his rib cage. We're actually able to see when we remove the front of his rib cage where the bullet impacted. So it was actually a little higher up than where the bullet's found. So the bullet, because of the way it kind of mushroomed, got caught on the pericardial sac, which is the soft tissue sac that surrounds the heart. So it kind of pulled it back down, but it actually impacted further up and to the left.
would it have been immediately fatal, or would you expect to see somebody live for some time period after this?
So it's not immediately fatal. Those are more, and he would not lose consciousness immediately. Those are more with wounds to the head. So with a heart wound, maybe a minute or two, he could have. There's been reports of people being able to run with the adrenaline in their system, but not far. They collapse pretty quickly because the blood, every heartbeat is the blood's coming out of their heart and not circulating.
What is it that kills you? Is it
The blood loss. So instead of the blood circulating in your vessels and going to provide oxygen and energy to your cells, such as your heart, brain, vital organs, the blood is accumulating in his chest.
Tell me about midline is his backbone. Is that?
Yes.
How far from midline, left or right, was the wound?
The entrance wound was 1 3/4 inches right of midline.
And as far as the trajectory, was it? I guess assume back to front. There's no exit, and it's the holes in his back.
Correct. So it's back to front. It was going a bit upwards, and it's going just slightly right to left. So it goes from just right of midline to just left of midline.
Okay. Let me, with course permission, can Dr. Durso step down for a minute?
Sure.
Show me kind of on my back, just use me as a model, where would that entrance room be?
So if we go mid-back, just underneath that, just right of midline, I would say approximately in this location here.
Okay. You can figure, show the jury.
I would say right around here.
Hold on. It's an old shirt.
Okay. You want me to draw on you?
Show me where it is.
Okay. Never drawn on an attorney before.
Okay. And the trajectory was upward, you say?
Yes.
Okay. Show me with an X on the front of me where. Would it be on this side or this side?
It's going to be on the right side.
Okay. And do you need any notes or do you?
Turn around again. Oh, the left side, sorry. The left. Okay, so left, and it's, can I feel the bottom of your sternum? So it would be approximately here-ish.
Okay. Now with this rod, I stand at the side. Show during my profile generally where that would be, how that would look going into Mr. Carmack-Belton's body.
Let's say it like this. If he was standing straight up.
Okay.
The problem is like my diagram, everyone's standing in anatomical position. No one is ever really standing in anatomical position when they get shot. So.
Well, I got one more. Judge, you've seen my toy gun. It's not a workable gun. It's You've seen this too, Dr. Durso.
I have, yes.
If you're in a shooter's stance, if that was testified to, okay?
Okay.
Stand with the jury, or they can see you, and I'm over here.
Do you want me to put this down?
Yeah.
There goes
Would
my
you expect to
man.
see that trajectory if you're in a shooter's stance and you're behind me and I'm upright?
Hey.
So a lot of times we get people, if someone is behind you with a gun, in general, someone's not going to stand there. A lot of times we have upward trajectories from people bending over.
Okay. The victim bending over, you mean?
Yes.
Let's just for argument's sake, you're the shooter and you're in a standard gunman stance. I am upright. Would you expect to see the trajectory that you observed on Mr. Belton?
No, so either the shooter would have had to be below you shooting upwards, or the victim would have had to be at an angle downwards, or he would have been uphill. There's a few different variables, but generally not straight if we're on flat ground and I'm directly behind you.
Testimony is we're on flat ground.
Okay.
Okay, and you're standing.
Nigga said she be up doing autopsies. Hold on, bro. Y'all wild. Hold on, bro. The back of that gun got a button on it. And I don't care what y'all say. Pancakes is still cakes. There go my baby.
He would have been uphill. There's a few
Y'all
different
seen that button on the back of that gun? Look. That one got a switch.
had to be at an
I'ma
angle
let it play.
downwards, or he would have been
Boom. See? It's a red switch on a red.
uphill. There's a few different variables, but generally not straight if we're on flat ground and I'm directly behind
Gotta
you.
hold it.
Testimony is we're on flat ground.
Okay,
Okay, and you're standing upright in a shooter stance.
got it.
Would you expect this trajectory if I'm hunched over running from you?
Yes, that would make more sense.
Okay. Now, would you expect this trajectory if I was turned in any way like this?
Not from right behind you, no.
Okay. But you would expect this trajectory, would it be consistent with somebody running away in a runner's stance with their back directly towards you?
Yes, if I fired the weapon from here with you in that stance,
Okay.
especially with you just twisted just a tiny bit, that would be consistent.
If I'm for some reason turning around, aiming at you, like I'm doing now,
Yes.
is it possible to have this trajectory?
No.
Thank you, Dr. Seth.
Let me get that fake gun for skits and movies, man.
In your expert opinion, were you able to determine the cause of death?
Yes.
Okay. What was the cause of death?
The cause of death was a gunshot wound to the torso.
In your expert opinion, were you able to determine a manner of death?
This is considered a homicide.
Darcy, I think that's all the questions I have for you. I promise it was an almost sure.
Okay, I hope so. Sharpie. It will not wash out.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Nothing further.
Ross.
Dr. Durso, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I don't think we've ever met.
I have not met you before, no.
You guys gonna hit the like button? Hit the like button, guys. Well, you know, there we go. One more get us to 45. Let's go NBA tonight. Let's go. Mike Fitzgerald says you don't want this to be how you find out your kid has a gun. Indeed.
I can just go through a couple of things. One, my name is Sean Kent. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And under no circumstance am I going to let you draw on me. I can promise you that.
I'm good with that.
Okay, I can promise you that will not happen.
That's great.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Facts, Mitchell. Like her, leave. Get up out of here. Willie said she looks weird as hell. Wow. Come on, man. Don't do my girl like that, man. Lim shouting out Mills. Mills says, remember to hit that like. Mitchell TV with the laughing emojis. Anonymous says, Mills, I'm the most aggravating dog. Let's go.
Dr. Durso, I just want to go through some of your testimony to make sure that I understand that everything that you
course.
said. And of course, I have no challenge to your expertise whatsoever. And so please don't take offense to any of my questions. And if I am wrong, feel free to correct me. Is that a fair statement?
Fair enough.
And you do not have anyone to reward, anyone to punish. We consider you a neutral witness. Is that fair? You don't work for the solicitors.
Oh, correct. No. I'm just here to explain the autopsy findings and what it means, and that's it. I do not take sides.
And I'm definitely not going to disrespect or ask you how much you make or anything of that nature. That's completely improper, but you work for a living, correct? You work for the Medical University of South Carolina?
Yes.
And how long have you been there?
Well, I've Only worked directly under them for about a year now. For 15 years before that, I worked for a private group of pathologists, and they just bought our practice. So I'm doing the same job for 16 years, but with MUSC for only a year now.
And doctor, as we talk about things, you are a doctor. You are.
This is where it happened. This day shit. What's up with it, Shay?
Didn't see if it's done. That is a rude phrase.
It's gonna come back, and then they're gonna go on like a break. Like
that is a rude phrase, but they want to make sure that they can look at it, challenge it, and see if it's done a consistent way.
Yes.
Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
And as a matter of fact, there are specific standards that are utilized in doing autopsies.
Yes.
And that comes from the forensic autopsy performance standards.
Yes.
Are you familiar with those?
Yes.
And we utilize those to make sure that if somebody else is looking at the work that we've ever done, that we can have a standard, so not necessarily can challenge, so they can make sure. Well, tell me why we have standards. Tell me the point.
Just so we don't have people making stuff up and creating havoc.
And we want to endeavor to make sure that if we utilize and follow the standards at all times, that's when we know things are done exactly correctly.
Yes.
What happens when we don't follow standards? Is that a problem?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, to be
It's
honest
just a
with
question.
you.
Do you know? I mean, how about let's make this. Looking at the picture of the autopsy, do we believe that all standards were followed properly?
I believe I did.
Okay. When we're looking at the human body, I think you mentioned that we take it from the anatomical position.
Correct.
We take the height of the individual.
Yes.
Because we want to be very specific.
Yes.
And then we measure where the wound is, the defect, I think some call it, but wherever the wound is.
Yes.
We measure it exactly because we want to have very precise measurements.
Correct.
And then in this situation, we are very specific that the wound path in this situation is back to front, and because we can tell that, because we can tell the entry wound.
Correct.
And it's going front, back to front, and it's going, I think you mentioned right to left,
Yes.
and it's going slightly up.
Yes.
Now, first I want to deal with the word slightly. In my research and looking and talking to other doctors, they had mentioned that that's generally not a word that we utilize when dealing with autopsy because we want specificity. Is that a fair statement?
I use it, and so do my colleagues.
But with a word like slightly, that's not a question where we can get a specific what numbers that we are dealing with.
I guess not, no.
Okay. And without having a specific, using a word like slightly, slightly on a small human being could be different than slightly on a large human being.
Yes.
And when we're dealing with standards and making sure we can make a point of what has happened, it makes it almost impossible for another doctor, another pathologist to look at our work and say, what does slightly mean? Would you
Well, that's
agree?
why we take photos.
And that's the next thing I wanted to get into. That's why we take photos.
Correct.
And when we take photographs in situations, we don't just take photos, we follow the standards to make sure it's done the exact same way. Correct?
Okay.
And you're familiar with the forensic autopsy standards? Are you familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay. And are you aware that utilizing the forensic autopsy standards, there are specific things that we are supposed to do when we take pictures of injuries?
I'm not the one taking photographs.
But you would agree with me there's some specifics that we're supposed to have in dealing with an autopsy.
What are you saying we were missing?
I'm asking, are you aware of
Because
that?
I can see what.
Done. Please correct me.
Somebody said that they kept having blackouts. I don't know if that's true, but
Okay.
Now, what are we supposed to do when we take pictures of injuries?
I don't understand what you're.
And it looks like I am completely on the wrong. No, yeah. In section E2, it talks about what happens when we have injuries. Would you agree with me?
Yes.
Okay. And just generically, what are we supposed to do when we take pictures of injuries?
This is saying pictures, it's describing.
Okay. But what are we supposed to do?
It says describe an injury by type, location, size, shape, pattern, and color.
Okay, and if we turn to page 15, that is where our industry standards talk about photographic documentation of injuries. Are you familiar with that section in the standards?
Yes.
And if we go to the forensic pathologist or representative Chow, There's E3.1 and E3.2. What does E3.2 require us to do?
It says photograph major injuries with a scale.
Did we do that in this situation?
The sheriff's department or police department is the one that does that. And typically they do. I do not supervise them directly.
Do we have a picture of any of the injuries with the scale?
There should be some.
We haven't testified or seen any of that yet.
Yeah, Mr. Kent, going down a road you might not want to go.
May we approach?
Yeah.
Look at this bald head mother. Look at you, piece of shit. Face your fate, homie.
And doctor, I think I understand what you were saying, that you did not take the pictures, these pictures that we have.
Correct.
And if you would have taken the pictures, you would have had a scale next to the pictures as required by the industry standards.
Right. So the sheriff's department always uses a scale, I guarantee you.
Sorry, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. I'll be right back with you. I promise this will last a little bit. Don't stuff the cake.
Hey, man. Listen, earlier we were sad. Everybody was sad and mad and about to cry. Today we in here, everybody laughing and having fun, and we about to fight because y'all keep picking at my woman, man. What's wrong with y'all, bro? What's wrong with y'all picking on my woman like that, bro? What's up, Shay with a Y? What's up with it? Shay with an E still in here too. What's up, Mike from the Ville? What's up, Willie? What's up, Anon? Hold on, man. What we got off anymore? Who we got on it? What up, Lim? What's up, Mitchell TV? Hold on, man. Who we got off anymore? Shout yourself out. Shout y'all. Who in here? Who in here? Shout out Shay the Sag. Shout out XO Mills. Shout out. What's up?
No one
with
is
it?
saying anything about turnovers. No one was accusing anyone of any type of, I don't want to use the word, discovery violation. But it has been handled. We've addressed it. I know how to address it with this witness. She didn't do it anyway, so it was in fine. I think my question was going to stop because she didn't put it on there. The sheriff's office would have done it, so I'm going to come through this witness. I mean, she's exactly right. She didn't do it, and that's where we're going to stop anyway the inquiry. She wouldn't put the picture on there.
Are there really no pictures from the church?
No, they have some. Yeah, no, they have some. You just read. It's an image.
Man, show my girl that shit. There goes my baby. I don't know, she got no red pancakes. Them ain't no cakes. Them ain't no cheese. Cheese! Pancakes still cakes though, y'all.
That is standard practice. And what she's testified to is, I don't take pictures. The sheriff's department coroner's office do. And she's asking, that should have been done. It hasn't been done. It has been done. It's been turned over. And we've called out all these pictures because I thought we were all in agreement that a couple pictures was red and 2 pictures. We were limited to 2 pictures of his fatal wound, which we agreed to. And now we're kind of being punished for that. So, I mean, it's a little, I don't.
There's no attempt to punish at all. I'm still in the middle of the direct of this witness. It is not, and they have a right to recross, and it is not handled properly. I think the court can address it.
Okay, well, we just, we need to print up this picture now and introduce it.
But she didn't take it anyway.
It doesn't exist though, we don't know. So it's just, I don't like the implication.
Why don't we let him finish his cross-examination? See where that goes. If it is rectified during the cross-examination, we'll be fine. If not, maybe we will discuss something curative for me.
Yes. Yeah, and I think she did a good job of correcting it right there, and I think that's where we were going, but I'll make it up a little more. She's smarter than me. In there, so I think we're fine.
You told me I could correct you.
And you corrected the heck out of me, so I think that's where we're going.
It's court.
He gonna ask me what's her name, bruh. Like I don't know my baby name, bro. Come on, bro. Don't. That's Bae. I ain't even gotta do all that. That's Bae. Come on, man. That's her, man. I don't even gotta even do that. You just want me to prove something, bro. I don't have nothing to prove except my love for Bae. With them K.
Just for the record, Your Honor, all of this information was turned over to current
They got
counsel,
the cheese.
current counsel on what they.
Not really, but I'm saying it ain't even about all that. You know, it's just that's an asset.
January 30th, 2025. They do have that information.
All right. Well, let's give the jury about 5 more minutes. I'm sure someone went to the restroom and stuff like that. Anybody?
80s baby in the house. I see you, Shay. 99981. I'm a 80 baby born in 81.
The opportunity to do that real quick. Go ahead.
Dog, Anonymous, you wild, bro. That nigga said. Hey. Shay in there hitting the cartwheels. I know that's right, Shay. Hey, hold on. They had a little break, then they gonna get back to it though. I don't know what the break was for. I couldn't hear it that clear, and I want to turn it up in the feedback in the mic. I hope y'all heard it though. But see, they come back, they get to it. They gonna get to it for a few more minutes, then they gonna get up out of there. Up out of there. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Yeah, you're guilty, brother. You're guilty of shooting him. What the thing is they're trying to determine is if it was self-defense or not. He definitely shot and killed the boy. It's already been said. It's a fact. He took this young man's life. The thing is now, can the state prove that this was malicious intent, an intentional death, and not warranted to be classified as self-defense? Oh, we came back. We came back, G. Yeah, just to stay caught up on the case. That wasn't my mic. Come on, Willie. You on that too? Talking about what's her name? Her name, listen. Y'all want to know her name so y'all can find her. I call her Bae. That's my boo, Bae. And I call her by her name. Don't worry about her name. You just want to be able to find her. I know what y'all trying to do. You either trying to get me to prove something to you, and I don't have to do that. Nope. Nope. I don't have to. Nope. Or you trying to low-key backdoor me for my Bae, and I'm nervous about that because everybody want my Bae. I know they do. She hot. Stay away from my Bae. Won't get the number, bro. What's wrong with you? Wait till they show. Wait till they show my baby. They talking about bags under her eyes. Yeah, them bags is packed. I mean, we going on trips. What you talking about?
I feel very comfortable. You'll never also
Oh, this happened in South Carolina, Mitch. Oh, he already. Oh, I'm sorry. Anom already said it. Shout out to you, Anom. Salute. Shout out to you, Gregory Bean. Shit, you already. You number one from the last stream, nigga. Fuck. Shout out Gregory Bean, the number ones. No, this a whole new stream. It's a whole new stream. We just came back. Well, shit, damn, it's been an hour and 30 minutes we've been back. Wow. Yeah, I had to run some numbers out of here. We had ridiculous numbers and no interaction, so I got it down to something a little more real. 300 people sitting in here, we ain't have 20 likes. Man, y'all get the hell up out of here. But we are on the tail end of this stream. It's about to be over. As soon as she finishes on the stand, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. We were just coming back playing catch up. Yeah, it's done in less than 10. Less than 10, man. We'll be out of here. So no fret, no fret, no fret. No fret. No fret. Zone. No fret. But I will say this. You still hold the number one spot from the last stream. What were they talking about? No, shout out everybody. I wish I can get movie theater popcorn without having to pay to go in the movie theater. I don't want to go see a movie. Wait, is something out? I want movie theater popcorn. Come on, man. We can't hear any of this. They just...
Mr. Bolton, bring him in, please, sir.
All right, let's see what they say. Hold on, see what this...
Mr. Bolton, bring him in, please, sir.
What?
All right, Mr. Bolton, bring him in, please, sir.
Quick moment, Chairman. Do we need to do a curative to show that this information was sent to the defense January 30th, 2025?
Let's see how the cross goes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. Yes, bring him on in.
Okay. Oh, it's more time than that's probably... Oh, it's about... Yeah, probably about 15 more minutes. My bad, my bad. That motherfucker say pick that like, not a booger. Oh man, y'all stupid.
You're the president, John.
Aggravating as hell, man.
And I think, as we talked about, if I say...
Go ahead, Mr.
Thank you so much. And Dr. Durso, I want to make sure I understand completely, and I think, as we talked about, if I say something incorrect, you have every right to correct me. But I want to make sure I'm clear. You don't take the pictures, and I think that's where my confusion was. You don't take the
Right.
pictures.
I don't take the photos. I'm honestly gloved up in full PPE the whole time. So the coroner's office has a representative that takes photos. And in this case, I believe it was the sheriff's department sent one of their crime scene investigators to take photos. And they typically,
Shout out to Gregory Bean with that $4.99. Let's go. Super chat, super duper step. Already. The boy walk in big stepping, man. Bigfoot. Sasquatch. Let's go. Bobby's World. Big feet. You know what I'm talking about? Who else got a fat ass foot? Ludacris. Stand up video. Bigfoot. Let's go. Stepping. Gratitude, bro. Much gratitude, much love, much appreciation, bro. Super duper salute to you, man. And shit, we can always rewind this. Shit, number one, Gregory Bean, motherfucker. Hey, I don't think the Spurs gonna win. Oh, AMC DoorDash. I don't know about the Spurs winning, bro. And I will say this. as much as I talked shit and said they would never win one, New York got it this year, bro. I'll be surprised if they drop the ball.
Gloved up in full.
And Dr. Durso, I want to make sure I understand completely, and I think as we've talked about, if I say something incorrect, you have every right to correct me. But I want to make sure I'm clear. You don't take the pictures, and I think that's where my confusion was. You don't take the
Right,
pictures.
I don't take the photos. I'm honestly gloved up in full PPE the whole time. So the coroner.
Yeah, me and baby be in personal protection equipment the whole time. That's my baby there. Look at her. What color is that she got on? Plum? Don't let him talk to you like that either, baby. He don't mean no harm. Trust me. Now you just be calm and you answer them questions and get that Mr. Chow nigga arrested for life. Let's go, baby. Do your thing.
You don't take the pictures, and I think that's where my confusion was. You don't take the
Right,
pictures.
I don't take the photos. I'm honestly gloved up in full PPE the whole time. So the coroner's office has a representative that takes photos. And in this case, I believe it was the sheriff's department sent one of their crime scene investigators to take photos. And they always take pictures with and without scale of the wounds.
Mike from the Ville definitely did say that. He said it was set up for them to win because they kept up. He typed it all the way. Never mind. Yeah, Mike from the Ville said it, bro. I ain't gonna. Hey. And then looking at the way they playing, both teams. How SGA win a champion? How's he won a championship? Now it's this immature looking. Kiddish. You looking like a little kid out there now. You was playing grown man ball. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. New York got it, bro.
And you understand why that was a concern of a question that I had to make sure who actually took the pictures, and that's why I'm glad you can explain that.
Right.
Jasper,
I'm
what
happy
up?
to
And
correct you.
no problem. And I want to give you
To take photos.
I'm gonna shut
and
up,
they
y'all. Let me shut up for at least
typically-
3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna shut up for
set
at
one
least 3
that
minutes.
takes photos the whole time.
Think
So
I'm gonna shut up.
the coroner's office has a representative that takes photos.
I'm gonna try to shut up.
And in this case, I believe it was the sheriff's department sent one of their crime scene investigators to take photos. And they always take pictures with and without scale of the wounds.
And you understand why that was a concern of a question that I had to make sure who actually took the pictures, and that's why I'm glad you can explain that.
Right. I'm happy to
And
correct you.
no problem. And I want to give you a chance to make sure to clarify. Is there anything wrong with someone different taking the pictures other than you? That way you can clarify to the jury. Because
No, there's no problem. And that's very typical because I've worked in medical examiners' offices in North Carolina during training, and it's always someone else that's usually taking the photo. It's very infrequent in my experience
Yes, ma'am.
that the actual pathologist has the camera because, once again, we're in full gear doing the work, and that way we can just call someone over and say, take a picture of this.
And to make sure, so I don't look like I just tried to beat you up with a bunch of papers, I asked you the question about those forensic standards. You can understand it says something different. Do you want to explain why that's not at issue in this situation? Because, of course, I read the forensic standards to the court.
Right. So it actually says the forensic pathologist or pathologist in training shall, and it literally says photograph injuries. So it literally does say that, which I think that's something probably names should correct because I don't know any forensic pathologists that take the photos.
So you can understand where my confusion comes from, that it says that you should, and I'm not blaming you, not blaming the solicitor's office, but you understand when I read the standards, it says that you should, but you're like, nobody does that.
Correct.
Okay. I want to talk about, and again, if I use words or say things incorrectly, please talk to me, because one of the things we have to figure out is the laterality of the bullet as it enters into the body. That's something important. Would you?
Yes.
Do you have a copy of your report in front of you?
I do.
Is that something that we measured to figure out inside the body, the laterality of the movement of the bullet when it went inside of the body?
So there's no exit wound. So typically there's an exit wound that's pretty easy to measure, but it's inside the body. So I described it. We took lots of photos, and I actually put a trajectory rod through his body to show the trajectory. That's our standard of what we do.
And you understand why I asked the question, because that could be something important, the laterality of the bullet going into the body, especially when we're talking about a right to left path.
Correct, and that's why I described where it was located and why I put the trajectory rod through the body. But of course, the body at that point has been opened because, again, it's not a through and through, so it's not a picture that most people would be okay seeing.
Yes, ma'am. And of course, that's one of the questions that, when I brought up at the beginning, utilizing, just want to make sure I say this correctly, utilizing words like slightly, when we then talk about we don't have a measurement of the laterality of how the bullet moves in the body, that would be something we'd have trouble determining how right to left something is actually moving. Do you understand why I had that concern?
Yeah, and that's why we have the pictures with the trajectory rods and all of the descriptors.
And how are the pictures of those trajectory rods? Are they taken from the angles or are they just taken straight on?
They're supposed to walk around the body and take them from multiple angles.
And if it's not done, is that an issue?
It's not ideal.
Okay, just asking. Well, is it not ideal because we can't tell how right to left something is?
Well, I know how right to left, but for someone reviewing, like you said, I just like to be thorough.
The solicitor was asking you questions again about the right to left movement of the path. Now, when I was doing my studies, it says something, and again, this is where you correct me because you're smarter than me. When a bullet is moving like 3 to 4 inches, almost equates to like 30 to 40% turn to the torso. Do you understand what I'm saying? When the bullet inside of the body, okay, you know where I'm going, so I'll let you explain.
There's all sorts of theories about measuring angles and degrees, but the problem is there's so many variables.
Right.
And so, you know, is the body twisted or is the person just standing to the right of them? There's a lot of different variables. So there's not, you know, unless you were physically there at the scene.
And that's what I wanted, and I'm glad you
and
said
know exactly where everyone is standing. It's hard. I can tell you whether something's consistent with the pattern and the angle, but I can't say, well, this person had to be standing here because I don't know exactly what angle even the victim's body was at. Nobody can unless you were there.
And that's why, going back while we talk about we do the body in an anatomical position, and then you just talk about possibilities and not possibility, and the sad part is a lot of things are possible.
Correct.
And so when we say this is, it's almost rare to say something's impossible because we don't know because you're not there.
Correct. I can say if it's consistent or not. Clearly he was not shot from the front, he was shot from the back. So
Correct.
there are certain things we can say.
And when we talk about the slightly right to left, there's a degree, the solicitor said, couldn't have done that, which we understand, but there can be a slight turn, correct?
Correct.
Like there can be a slight turn this much.
True.
Okay.
If the shooter's directly behind.
If the shooter's directly behind, and we're going to do that thing, but you are not going to draw on me.
Come on. I'm good at it now.
Let's grab a couple bodies. Would you come up here and show me again? Because I want to make sure I understand. I'm going to have you come on down again.
Hold on, y'all having too much fun. There's
Just so you don't take the chance.
14-year-old that's dead
Kenny
here.
Rogers, if you'll come over here and
Y'all
utilize him.
laughing at shit for me. Hold on, maybe I'm tripping. I know. Anyway, as long as he get convicted, right? As long as everybody there
So
smiling.
what
The
I
judge
want to-
smiling, the lady up, everybody smiling. Look, her, everyone. I guess we're asking too much. We're asking him not to be human, not to we do it. You know, we look at us. We've been cracking jokes this whole time. Earlier today, you know, a lot of people was upset and in their feelings. This whole stream, we've been cracking jokes, and y'all been talking bad about my boo. And now she down here about to dance with this dude. I don't know why she down here holding hands with this dude. She been with 2 dudes since I seen her. She been flirting with 2 guys. It's all good. That's my baby, though.
So what I want to talk about, so if we turn the body
Damn,
this
if
way,
it
this is
involve
where
another nigga?
we're going to be this individual.
Okay.
This is going to be the individual who had
Come on,
passed.
not somebody,
Okay.
baby. Don't you get close.
Now, the solicitor,
Ooh, cheeks. Ooh. Cakes. Not really, but I mean. I love the things about her, but I don't love. No, that's the wrong song. I love her. There goes my baby. I guess.
asked you if this was possible, and you said no.
Correct.
But this is possible.
Slightly, yes.
So that's possible.
Yes.
So a human could be turning
Slightly. Nigga, that mean the the wound would be at an angle. Was the wound at an angle? Where's the autopsy?
this way, and that's possible.
Yes, slightly to the right. Maybe not quite that much. I mean, that's assuming, like, if I'm to the right of you, that
Yeah.
changes, but directly behind, as it goes just right to just left.
Okay, so
I would say more than about there. If I'm,
Hold on, y'all ain't. Hold on, boy.
if I'm to the
Hold
right of you,
on.
that
Yeah.
changes,
It's
but
the letter
directly
P.
behind,
It's backwards the other way,
it
but.
goes just right to just left.
Cakes. Cheese. Look at her. She looking at me. Like, I'm disappointed in you, brother. I'm so disappointed in you. I don't believe you. I cannot.
Okay,
I would
so
say more than about there. If I'm directly,
His hand up is to insinuate the gun.
if you're directly behind.
yes,
So that's possible.
yes.
Okay.
Hey man, y'all hold on, man. Y'all say baggy eyes, baggy jeans. Y'all stay off my woman, man. See y'all. Come on, bro.
Thank you so much.
All right. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let this part play. Sorry to any women that's watching for me being a pig and being immature. Sorry to anybody that wanted to see the. Hey man, it is what it is. Man, look at that.
This was possible, and you
There's
said that.
something about this girl that
But
around my way.
this is possible.
I never try to hold back the feeling.
Slightly, yes.
So that's possible.
Yes.
So a human could be turning this way, and that's possible.
Yes, slightly to the right. Maybe not quite that much. I mean, that's assuming, like, if I'm to the right of you, that
Yeah.
changes, but directly behind, as it goes just right to just left.
Okay, so
I would say more than about there. If I'm directly,
If you're directly behind.
yes,
So that's possible.
yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can go back. See, you didn't get the draw on me. And they've introduced x-rays. Again, I'm not brilliant. One of the things that we always have to make sure of is the x-rays and so forth. Just shows where the bullet comes to rest. It doesn't show if the bullet is trampoline or anything like that when it's in the human body.
Right, and because of that impact on the inside of his rib cage, I could tell that it didn't come to rest exactly at the direct angle, because, bullets don't turn, they go straight. And then it got, again, snagged on the soft tissue around the heart, and it kind of yanked it back down.
And so I think the phrase I use, a bullet can trampoline back, is that a proper phrase that I just used?
That's a word, yeah, you can
Okay.
use that.
Look at me, look at words, look like I know stuff.
Whoa, hold on.
Because-
hold on. Sorry, guys.
Is the x-ray. One of the things that we always have to make sure of is the x-rays and so forth. Just shows where the bullet comes to rest. It doesn't show if the bullet is trampoline or anything like that when it's in the human body.
Right, and because of that impact on the inside of his rib cage, I could tell that it didn't come to rest exactly at the direct angle, because, bullets don't turn, they go straight. And then it got, again, snagged on the soft tissue around the heart, and it kind of yanked it back down.
And so I think the phrase I use, a bullet can trampoline back, is that a proper phrase that I just used?
That's a word, yeah, you can
Okay.
use that.
Look at me, look at words, look like I know stuff.
Flirting with that dude, baby. With all that
And again,
stuff.
I want to apologize completely if I have misconstrued anything you have testified to, and I have not challenged your expertise whatsoever.
I
And so
understand.
please apologize if it seems like I have done anything to do that. Have I given you opportunity to answer all the questions that I have?
Yes,
And do you feel as though you've gotten perfect opportunity to respond properly to everything that I have asked?
yes,
Have you given opportunity to see? You don't believe that I've tried to trick you in any way whatsoever, do you?
no,
And you would agree with your testimony that we've talked about, there are different possibilities that could have happened and you are not there.
absolutely.
And one of the things the solicitor talked to you about, if the two individuals are on flat ground, that takes a situation that you don't know
Correct,
because you're not there.
correct.
And so if somebody's on a flat ground or raised ground or something like that, all of that changes our equations.
Correct, there are several variables, as long as that angle stays true, that you
As
can
long as
move
the angle
both
stays
the shooter, the shootee, and everyone else around. So.
And so the best way to do it is take the science that you have offered and put it with witnesses, evidence, and so forth, and let them decide what happened. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Oh, I've been told I have another question.
Okay.
Boy, that don't mean nothing what you just said. Boy, you think you just cooked for real. He thought he just cooked for real. What's up? Gregory Jacob said, what's going on, Rumor Mods and chat, man? What's up with it, bro? Lim says, hey, Greg, who you got on the game tonight? Mitchell said, I doubt he would have shot an Asian kid. Man, you know what? We will never know. Unfortunate that this event occurred, but fortunate, you know.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you being here.
Anything on redirect? There you go. All right, Doctor, you can step down. Thank you for being here. Good to see you again.
That's it for the day, y'all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's her get down. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to adjourn for the day. Same rules apply. Don't discuss the case with anyone or amongst yourselves. Don't do any research or anything like that overnight. And we will get started tomorrow morning at 9:30. Y'all have a good evening. Stop. Just say.
Have a good.
Any more witnesses from the state?
We're not for today, Your Honor.
Oh, so you're okay. Sorry about that. Now you're excused.
Hold on, before we go, you have anything you want to say, boy? Did you have anything that you wanted to say, boy? Now you're excused.
May I on the record, Your Honor?
Yeah, we're still right.
Your Honor, directly I talked to Mr. Scott. I can assure you there was nothing that we were attempting to do to say that the state of South Carolina has hidden any evidence. They've given us everything we have. I just wanted to make sure that that was not our intention whatsoever.
I think that's clear.
Didn't want to today, but I fully expect us to go ahead and rest in the morning if that's okay, Your Honor.
Okay.
We just don't talk.
I was thinking you might rest.
I just wanted to make sure that that was not our intention whatsoever.
I think that's clear.
Didn't want to today, but I fully expect us to go ahead and rest in the morning if that's okay, Your Honor.
Okay.
We just don't talk.
I was thinking you might rest now and then we can go ahead and dispense with the DVD.
Okay, well, if you want, let me talk to them.
Well, it needs to be done in front of the jury, I think, so they're gone. So you can do it now. That's fine.
Sure. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about that.
And just not to beat a dead horse, Your Honor, but I just want to make sure the record is clear that that information that was questioned about the scale and the gunshot wounds, it was initially sent to Defense Counsel January 30th, 2025, and it was sent a second time through evidence.com on March 3rd, 2025. So it has all been released to them. They've had it for over a year. So just want to make sure.
I've never said not. Your Honor, the problem was we received it. It came as a crime scene photographs, and we, of course, are looking at what Mr. Kent was questioning on, which suggests that the pathologist shall. So when we didn't get it in the pathologist report, you know, it just wasn't there. So that was our mistake. No party foul from the solicitor's office.
No,
And we now have them.
Yeah, I think it was covered. I think you got cleaned up on it.
Your Honor,
I just don't want this narrative of, just going back to yesterday with nefarious intents, that narrative that, solicitors' offices or the Fifth Circuit solicitor's office is holding anything away or hiding and, playing fast and loose. That is not true. It's been sent at least twice. And I just need that to be clear on the record that they have everything that we have, and they've had it for a period of time, and we've shared it with multiple lawyers throughout this case. Because Mr. Chow has been represented by some version of this team twice, and also the Shealy law firm, and each of them has received this information.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's clear. I think they had a good on the record. They have it.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, one last thing. During the questioning of Devontae Bryant, there were 2 videos used to refresh him. These are not in evidence, Your Honor. I kind of feel as though they should be offered as a court exhibit only because they were shown to the witness during the proffer, during his refreshing opportunity. They were not presented, not seen by the jury. I'm just not absolutely clear, so I tend to err on the side of caution. Would you?
Yeah, I think it's fine to make them part of the record unless they got some kind of objection with making.
Okay.
There'll be 2 videos, there'll be 1 court.
There it is. And then the court's exhibit, I guess. Thank you.
No problem.
I just think I have one more thing, and Madam Court Reporter, correct me. On the testimony to the last witness, Ty. Right. Yes, sir, Your Honor. I attempted to put in. Jordan.
Devontae Bryant, sorry.
I attempted to put in a video. We reread your email. It said we had to lay the proper foundation, so I think it was at that point in time it was not admissible, but I still want to mark this for identification at this point in time.
Or you can mark it as a court.
As a court exhibit?
Yep.
Thank you, I just want to make sure we have that marked.
That was the full Instagram post.
That was the full post, yes, Your Honor. We have one clip from the full post, and I think the court issue we have not made the proper foundation as of yet, or is it not admissible?
I have to look at it. I think I just made a determination that the post was not coming in. I would permit the screenshot of it.
And I respectfully, I do not remember that from the court's email, and so I just wanted to make sure. I thought the email was just very generic, that it was allowable, that it was relevant, if we lay the proper foundation. And so
I think during the hearing, I determined that I was going to allow it was a screenshot.
I just want to make sure I don't run afoul of the court's ruling. Are we allowed to lay a foundation to get in the video now, or are you saying we are not? And that's not what the email says.
Yes. Assuming appropriate foundation.
Okay, and that's what I was understanding. We still have to lay the appropriate foundation to get the rest of that video. Right?
This nigga.
Yes, sir. I understand that. Thank you, sir.
All right, anything else?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Cool. Y'all have a good evening.
Hey. Hey. Looking where she went at? Come back. Shoulder pads. What's up, shoulder pads? What's up with it? Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
County, I retired in September of last year.
Okay. And do you miss me working with me?
Actually, I do. But you kind of one of my favorites.
How many years did you work for the sheriff's department?
22 with the sheriff's department and 3 years with Camden Police Department.
Okay. 25 years in law enforcement altogether, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And, just generally, I'm not asking for specifics, did you see a lot of change during your time in law enforcement? Just in investigations, just crimes, everything?
Absolutely.
Okay. And when you did retire from the sheriff's department, what unit were you in?
I was actually in the narcotics unit.
Okay.
All right.
But at times, did you
all right,
investigate
y'all. All right.
violent crime?
We'll be back tomorrow morning. Sometime before 9:30. Maybe right around that time. We'll be here. Shout out to y'all, man. If y'all want to get and chop it up, y'all catch us and chop it up after this. Just join the Discord. If you don't know how to get there, all you got to do is go to the main page of this channel right above the subscribe button right next to the big logo. Discord is right there. Download it. Meet us and chop it up. You know what I'm talking about? Other than that, man, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here. We're going to call it one. It's a hell of a case. Let me show some love to the let me show some love before we get up out of here, man. Hold on. We got this say Tops fans. I'm going to say supporters, man. Number 1, we got Gregory Bean. Number 2, we got Anonymous. Number 3, we got Mitchell TV. Number 4, we got Limo Say. Number 5, we got XO Mills. Number 6, we got Willie N5C. Number 7, we got Mike from the Ville. Number 8, we got Marshall D. Hunt. Number 9, we got Shay with the Y 1981. And number 10, we got another Shay with the Y, but that's Shay the Sage. You know what I'm talking about? And super duper salute to y'all. And cause I see him, number 11, we got Gregory Jacobs, honorable mention. And number 12, we got Brew Lab, honorable mention. Super duper salute to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all rocking out. Appreciate y'all rocking out. Everybody who came in from the beginning to the end, thank y'all. If you was only here for a minute, if you was here for 10 minutes, listen, I appreciate every last one of y'all. No content creator is nothing without the support of the people, man. And some of y'all are real cool, and it's unfortunate sometimes that we have to meet during these unfortunate events and these unfortunate gatherings. But the good thing is we have the energy to still find some camaraderie, still be able to smile, still be able to find some relative conversations and have these conversations amongst each other. Disagree, agree, use profanity, but we still maintain respect, even though we might be, man, what the fuck you talking about? You talking crazy? Ain't nobody like you. What the fuck you talking about, bitch? It ain't that type of shit. You know what I mean? It's love, man. And I appreciate that, I'm big on energy, man. And y'all see how it is. Like, we rocked out. Bruh, any other content creator will see them 370 something people that was in here and pander and cater and listen, bro, give me the real. Give me the ones that's gonna return, the ones that's gonna rock out. You ain't gotta be here every day, but when you do, you know what I'm saying, just rock out, do what you can. We have people that listen that be at work all day, but they pop in when they can and be like, I'm still here. Or they might be busy, they might not even be at work. You might just be doing regular life stuff, anything else, but they still pop in and be like, oh, I'm still here. What up, y'all? We appreciate that, bro. We appreciate that. Just, this thing, anything that you're doing in life, you want to grow from it. We don't do this for a hobby. This is real. Everything we doing is real. You want growth in everything you do, man. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all though, rocking out. We gonna go ahead. Shout out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some sound in it. Shout out that boy Lim with that $1 super chat, super step. Let's go. That boy Lim showing love, man, before we get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Mitchell TV says, Rumor, take care, brother Mitchell. Listen, bro, it was nice rocking out with you, man. Return, come through, vibe. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself acclimated around here. And, bro, it just, things just grow. Where it goes is where it goes. Everything organic. We just rock out, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Super duper salute to you, man. Anybody who wants to continue like after the show, it's the after party, and after the party, it's another party, and after that, it's the Diddy party. Pause, nigga, pause. That was a fucked up joke, but that's how it be happening. Niggas be like, yeah, we got a party after the party. It's the after party. That's the Diddy party. Like, what the fuck? But anyway, we ain't got that kind of party. We just got after the show, which the after party, the regular one that everybody go to, that nothing funny business happen there. That one. That was a fucked up joke. I shouldn't even use that. But anyway, yeah, nigga, we finna be, this is not helping, motherfucker. We going to Discord. We about to get in Discord in the Chop It Up section. You know what I'm saying? That's the section that's open to everybody, not just the members, not just the YouTube members or nothing like that. That section is open to everybody, man. So come in, chop it up. We're going to be in there kicking it, cooling. Super duper salute to y'all. Jennifer Hodge, what's up? She say, miss you, Rumor. No, we miss you, girl. Where you been at? I'm looking for. Where you at, Jenny from the block? We looking for you. Gregory Jacobs says, I understand, Room. I work that graveyard shift, so I mostly watch it recorded lives, but I subscribe. But listen, Gregory Jacobs, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you. I know we usually do rock out in a day, and we working on some other things, you know what I mean? There's some schedule changes going on over here, you know, so we got some, so ain't no telling. We gonna see, though, but shout out to you, bro. We always appreciative, man. Anonymous, salute, brothers and sisters. Shout out to you, Anon, bro. Always keeping the chat live, lit, 1,000 goddamn chats and just wilding, clowning everybody, man. No holds barred, man. He go at everybody. Nobody's exempt, motherfucker. Shout out to you, Lim. Man, Lim says to salute to all. He says, Spurs, man. Get them Spurs out of here, man. Get them Spurs out of here, man. It's New York time. Shout out to my New Yorkers, son. Hey, yo, what up? Shout out to my New Yorkers, man. It's New York time, man. 5 boroughs of death. We rep to death. Hey, yo. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. We gonna get up out of here. Did I miss anybody? Hold on, before I get up out of here, let me also make sure I say a super duper salute to that boy Gregory Bean for that $4.99 super chat, super step. Let's go. That boy Lim with that $1 super chat, super step. Let's go. Super duper salute to y'all, man. This wasn't even an expected stream. We just popped out. We might be doing this regularly. You know what I'm saying? Pop one in the evening. Super duper. I see you, XO Males. Let's go. Shade of Sash. I think I called everybody's name. I got both Shays. I got Anon, Gregory Bean, Mike from the Ville, Lim, Osei. Hold on. Jasper, what up with it, Jasper? We got Mitchell TV. We got my boy Willie. Did I get my boy Willie before we get up out of here? Okay, for sure. I think I made sure I shouted out everybody, man. This was a light one. I like how this shit rocked, man. Y'all kept that shit lit the entirety of the time. This ain't the time for Trash Money Records. We'll save that for later. Anon said drop the Discord link. You gotta download the app and just go. Hold on, Anon, let me show you, bro. Vertical won't let you drop links. You don't have clickable links on Vertical, so what you gotta do is just go. Oh, I almost clicked the song. I did not want to really play that. Right. You gotta go right here, bro. Go to the main channel on this page. Go to the main channel. The main page of this YouTube channel. What the F am I talking about? Go to the main page of this YouTube channel right above the subscribe button. You'll see the Discord link right there. Make sure you already got it. Download it. If not, it only take a few megabytes. Ain't no gigabytes. It ain't going to do shit to your phone. Go ahead, download it. Get in tune. Get locked in. We have fun. Sometimes it's 2 sometimes it's 20. Sometimes it's more. Sometimes it's 6. Sometimes it's 4. Sometimes, we trying to bring movie night back. Y'all coming back. We trying to bring movie night back, little DJ sessions, all type of shit. And we going to be running content in Discord as well, running exclusive content, unedited, unfiltered, and you guys can join in. So join the Discord, man. We going to get up out of here, though. Excuse me, guys. Give y'all the rest of y'all evening. I appreciate y'all rocking out this morning. I appreciate y'all coming back to the second stream and rocking out this evening. Thank y'all, man. We streaming live from a tent in the woods in Wyoming. And the reach has been going bananas. I appreciate y'all. Did I get everybody? All right, super duper salute. We out of here, man. Hey, like my bro said, I reserve the right to be wrong. That's the only rule for human error. I never set you out on purpose, right? Also, I identify as a multimillionaire. If they got a bathroom, they got to give us a